Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie. I'm a full-time trader, mentor in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin, ETH, Link, and we'll take a look at the DXY. Not financial advice, of course, just the way that I see the market. An announcement that I made last video was about opening up memberships. I have opened them up on my website, not on YouTube. Take a look. The link is in the description below. I have two plans, gold and silver. I hope that you will take advantage of that. All right, let's get started. So looking at Bitcoin and pulling time requirements on it, let's talk about that a little bit here. We had this first correction and pulling time from the top to the bottom of that correction, because this correction would be retracing it. It hit the 0.5 retrace, and it hit 2 in time to the tick, which means that it took exactly the same amount of time that this drop took, it took to correct it. Beautiful. Now, this bounce that we're having now can be looked at in two ways. The first way is that we're correcting this entire structure, and that is in yellow. We hit minimum time requirement, which is the 1.25 to the 1.33. So we did meet absolute minimum time to say that this retrace is over. Now, if we are going to go further in time, we need to be coming upwards into it. So we could hit the 1.618 or even come all the way out to the 2, which in my book would be more likely. But any of these would be allowed. If we're assuming that we're just correcting this leg, as you can see, we've just now come into the, let me make this a little bigger, the 2. But here's the thing. We do not want to be coming down into it. We want to be coming up into it. So the likely, if we're getting another leg here, you can see that these are overlapping in the same area, whether we're correcting just this leg or we're correcting the entire leg, we need to be coming up into it. Otherwise, this is indicating that this bounce is done. Okay. Hope that was easy to understand. I still like the WXY count very much so. That is where this first move was a WXY, 3-wave move. We would be retracing it with a 3-wave move that could approximately come to 30K, 40K even. And then we will get a partner leg for this WXY to the downside, creating a larger, higher degree WXY. Now it can stop at 30K or come up to 40K, or it could be done now, where this partner leg is coming now. Okay, first let's talk about how we can move upwards bullishly. In this area, we have a 5-wave move to the upside and a 5-wave move to the downside. When this happens, what starts with 5 ends with 5. So to move up bullishly, we need to make a zigzag of 5, 3, 5 for a middle connector. And then we use this 5 to push higher, and it could take us all the way up to 30, 40K. It would be giving this leg a partner to the upside. All right, that is the bullish option. Let's talk about the bearish option. The bearish option is still assuming that one of two things can happen. We can still get this zigzag in the middle, giving this 5 waves a partner, creating the connector, and then we get this 5 waves to the upside, but it doesn't get past this resistance. Then this A wave, this move would make B wave, and then it would come down for a C. This would create 5, 3, 5, and then we could potentially get this leg to the upside. Now, it's obviously dragging it more outwards, but that's the way it could move. The other bearish option is that this 5 waves is the start of downside. That when we retrace this, we're going to pop up for a wave 2. And then head down bearishly into a 3, 4, and a 5. Then this wave will end up being a wave 1. This is wave 2. So basically it creates a 1, 2, 1, 2. Then 1, 2. The other way it can move is that this move in the middle, when it uses this leg, just puts the 2 over here for this 5-wave move. So when we get up here, if this creates this move and it gets stuck, we will be looking for a 2 or a B to come down in C or impulsively. So ETH is the exact same thing on the higher time frame, looking for a WXY. On the lower time frames, let's take a look at the bull scenario first. The bull scenario is suggesting we're coming down in a 5, 3, 5 zigzag. That we're going to hold the 0.5 or the 618 on this support and kick to the upside, giving this leg a partner. It can also, if it's a 5-wave move, go really bullishly with a 3, 4, and 5. But minimum, we'd get a partner for this. Or, yes, it could drag it out more, where it makes 3 waves, then it makes another 3 that gets stuck, and then makes this bigger correction here. But we would still get this partner leg to the upside. But we will be looking for, are we getting partner leg? Is this making a zigzag? The bearish option is that this is a wave 1, and this 3-wave move to the upside is a wave 2, that we're going to create a 3, 4, 5 coming down bearishly. And that this move to the upside was a 3-wave move, WXY, and that was done. And now we're coming to the downside. Let's take a look at Link. It's made a 5-wave move to the upside, and now we are coming to the downside. I see this as a 1 and a 2. 3-wave move, 3-wave move, 3-wave move, creating a WXY. The bull scenario is that this whole middle is a connector. We had 3 waves for W, 3 waves for connector, and now we're going to attempt to move to the upside for a Y wave, getting back up into this resistance. The bear scenario is that we had 3 waves to the upside, 3 waves to the downside, and 3 waves to the upside, creating WXY that ended here. Then we have 5 waves to the downside that is the start of something. Breaking this high will invalidate that. 3 waves to the upside that will either be a 2-wave or a B wave. The 2 would bring us deep to the downside with a 5-wave move. The B would give us 5 waves, but it would create a C wave that can't surpass this expanded B pocket. So it would mean downside, either in a 5-wave or a C wave. If we create the C and it doesn't take out the expanded B pocket, then we would push to the upside, giving this WXY a partner leg. The DXY, very much so, looks like the start of something. We have come back to the 236, and it could come back to the 382 or the 0.5, but it most likely will try to hold the 236 and either push up in an ABC, which would create an expanded B, and then it would come to the downside. The more likely scenario is this is a wave 1, and that it is pushing to the upside bullishly with a 5-wave move. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.